So this is the third tutorial for assembling the components, and the next component we want to insert into the assembly is going to be the pillar. You need to be careful with this as there's two of them and not just the one. So I'm going to go back into the assembly, I'm going to insert components, and I'm going to select the pillar. Now if I want to duplicate this, I can hold Control, left click on the pillar and just drag, and it should bring out the exact same copy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate both of them so they're in the correct orientation. And I'm going to add two concentric mates. So I'm going to mate the outside of the bottom of this pillar to the inside of this hole. I'm going to take that, bring that slightly up, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the other pillar and the other hole. And drag that up. Now the next mate is going to be a coincident mate. So I'm selecting this face here, and I'm mating that to the top of this bonnet. And I'm going to do exactly the same with the other pillar. So now I'm going to go through the same process with the next part, and that is the gland stud as seen by item number 9. So I'm going back to the assembly, insert components, and I'm inserting the gland stud. Holding Control, and I'm bringing out a duplicate. Now I'm going to add a concentric mate. To the inside of this hole. I'm going to drag that up again. I'm going to do exactly the same with the other gland stud. And now I'm going to add a coincident mate with the bottom of the stud and the bottom of that hole. And same again for the other one. And now for the next component. So the next component is going to be the gland flange as seen by item number 10. There it is. So I'm going to insert a component, and that is going to be gland flange. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it to the correct orientation. And I'm going to mate the front plane of the assembly to the front plane of the gland flange. And just bring that out so I can see it. The next mate is going to be a concentric mate between the inside of these holes and the outside of the gland studs. There's no need to do this other one, as it won't move. And now I need to go back onto my section view. So I want this edge to be coincident with this edge. So I'm selecting mate, I'm zooming in so I can select that right edge, and I'm going to do the same for this bottom edge. Oops, that's the wrong one. And there's the coincident maze. So for the final component, that is going to be the guide bridge as seen by item number 11. So I'm going to insert component, insert guide bridge. I'm going to deselect the section view so I can see it. And for this part, all I need to do is add a concentric mate. So mate, I'm selecting this radius here, and I'm making it concentric with the outside of that pillar. And now I'm going to do the same on the other side. And it should automatically give a concentric mate. And that should be allowed to move up and down, so that's fine. And that's the part done.